Hello, I'm Brianna. Welcome to my life on paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. Welcome to Sketch Sunday, where we all use the same exclusive sketch. Today's sketch is by Sharon Hutchinson, who does scraps again on Instagram. I will have that listed below. I am also playing along with Scraptember today with the Scrappy Sisters, and today's prompt is black and white. And so you can see Sharon's sketch up in the right hand side, and then I am using not only black and white photos but black and white items on my layout as well. I thought about using a white background, but I wanted something more that was, I guess, red as white, but it's got the grid on it, but it's mostly white. So I'm going to take this piece of paper from my stash and I'm going to tear it like the sketch, the top and the bottom. um I had a hard time picking out the photos. That's always half my battle. I'm not sure that I love these photos in black and white, but they they work for this. They are pictures of Eliza. It was when she started school last year in 2023. Um, she's had a little bit of a rough start to this year. I'm gonna let her journal what she may want on this. There's a journaling spot, so I will let her do that, and I might have to add some of my journaling myself. I did cut out these Polaroid frames from my Cricut. I'm going to glue them right to the paper, and then I will take my scissors and trim that off. That is the easiest way I find to make these fit. I think in the past I've done like, cutting the photo to 3 by 3, but it's just makes it hard. So this was much easier. I will use my ATG adhesive to glue it right to the paper. And then I have a Tim Holtz serrated scissors that I just sneak behind the white frame and trim it out, and it looks perfect every time. No worries. Below you will find a Scraptember with a playlist, and that goes for the whole month. I think there's only one more day left now of the month. Um, Great prompts this whole month, and I've got a lot done. I'm so um happy I was able to join this series this month. And the other thing is, oh, the Sketch Sunday crew will be listed below as well, and everybody's videos you can see there, and so that you can see their take on Sharon's layout, or her sketch. And so when I lay down these Polaroid frames, there's a fan up in the ceiling, and I'm trying to, like, keep Eliza like centered, but get rid of as much of the fan as I can. I do have one more photo that went with these three, but her face was just it was a close-up, so too big to go into the Polaroid frame. In the sketch, you'll see on the right-hand side, it's like twine it's tied in a bow. And right away, I had just been I have a color box full of white items, and I found a whole bunch of borders. So, like, instead of taking your punch and making a border, so I knew I wanted to take that scalloped border, but then at the same time, I found this black, it's not twine, it's stiffer than that. Um, but I knew I wanted to use it. So I've never done this. I'm pretty darn sure I've never done this in my scrapbook before, but I'm pretty darn excited. I just twisted around the white scallop border, and I'm going to glue it down there pretty well, and then I will get ATG adhesive along the whole length eventually, and then I will glue it to my page. And I like the way that turned out. I use the Project Life app when I want to make smaller photos usually. These were all 4 by 6, and then I just trim them down. But when you make a 3 by 4, you get two 3 by 4s on one 4 by 6 photo, which is cheaper than like getting wallets made or something like that. Well, if you only need one 3 by 4, there's other Project Life cards you can put on the other side, and that's where I got my title from. So, hello there, perfection. You are so very loved, and this was perfect. More so again, knowing the things that Eliza's been going through at the beginning of the school year, more so for this year, but it works for these photos from last year. And then I pulled out my tiny attacher. I do not use this enough. I should use it so much more. It's fun, and it's got tiny little staples in it. And if you look on the sketch, there are little staples above the Polaroid. So I capture that with my staples. And then I go into my stash and I get out these little white, well, these are black, these little black flowers. And then I actually pull out little white flowers. So I don't know if you can call it a cluster. It's only got two things in it, but I'll cluster those together. These are Ellie Studio stickers. That says August because it was the month that these pictures were taken in. And then I'm going to go into my stash and get some metal brads of all things. And what I decided, normally I would put white brad on the black flower and a black brad on the white flower. And I had the white ones out and I decided instead of going so like, I don't know, it's still matchy matchy, but instead of doing it like that, I'm just going to use white brads on all the flowers and I like the way that looks. Something I wouldn't have done before. All right, here's where I'm going to glue down that border with my ATG adhesive. I have that journaling card there that's next to the title, all about the story. Oh my gosh, if I could only see that. I'm not even close. It's all the good stuff. Um, that's from Ellie's studio. And then I will glue the photos down. And then I will glue the flowers down. And you can see this did not take me very long at all to get this whole layout together. I am looking forward to Chrissy's Beautiful Life in her 30 Days of Sketches. That starts October 1st. I will be playing along as I can. They're all double page layouts, which I'm excited about. And I will have my sketch this month in October, so I'm super excited about that as well. So be watching for that. I do use the foam adhesive tape to put behind the flowers, not necessarily that they need height, but because it's got the foam, it's a good way, with that metal in there just to stick it down to the paper. I'll also coming up we'll have a layout share for the month of September. I got a lot more layouts done this month than I did last month, so that's pretty exciting too. All right, there I'm getting the flowers down. Make sure that you check out everybody that's playing below. Everyone is just so talented and works so hard to get their videos out and just loves to hear, your comments and get your likes. So, oh, my finishing touch is my Nouveau drop. So a little bit of black there, and that will be it. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.